A Brief History of the Poseyville Carnegie Public Library. In the early 19th century, a Scotsman named William McClure came to southern Indiana. He was interested in the education of the working man, and upon his death left his property so that each township in the state of Indiana could receive a portion to be used for the working man's library. Robb Township was given $500. A selection of books was made, and a small two-room cottage was rented, becoming Poseyville's first library. 1861 began the Civil War. Poseyville's young men left the area to join the fight, and interest in the library ceased. In 1901, the state of Indiana passed a law giving the right to levy a small tax for the support of libraries. Poseyville incorporated and officially became a town in 1901 and had a township library. The town hall was built, and the upper room was furnished by Mr. George Waters, and books were moved into it. Miss Audie Sands was elected its librarian. Between 1901 and 1904, George Waters wrote to Mr. Andrew Carnegie to establish a library in Poseyville. At first, there was no response to his letter. Mr. Waters went in person to meet with Andrew Carnegie about building a library in Poseyville. He received little encouragement. He was not easily discouraged and wrote to Mr. Carnegie again. This time the reply came and stated that if a site were found and 10% of the money could be raised as permanent support, the sum of $5,000 would be given. Mr. Leroy Williams donated the ground for the library to be built upon. Andrew Carnegie supplied the $5,000 in 3 installments for the building of the library, and later donated another $500 for library furniture. Andrew Carnegie financed nearly 2,800 libraries during his lifetime. According to Carol Lamar, the Poseyville Carnegie Public Library had the distinction of being the smallest of Carnegie's libraries before an addition was added in the year 2000. The addition is now the children's room and was the site of the old Hansborough Inn. This building was purchased by the library in 1975. There is some confusion as to whether the Poseyville Library was the smallest Carnegie building to be built or the smallest community to get a Carnegie Library. The official dedication of the library was held on Thursday, April 20th, 1905. There was an addition of 125 new books added to the existing collection, making the total about 1,000 volumes. It was estimated that there were about 257 borrowers by October of 1905. The following individuals have held the position of Director/Librarian of the Poseyville Carnegie Public Library: Callie Elliott, Ruth Weary, Fanny Garton, Carol Lamar, Stanley Campbell, Amy Nelson. All of the information contained here was found in the Poseyville Library. To the best of our ability, we believe all of this information to be accurate. We believe that most of this information was compiled by Carol Lamar, longtime Poseyville librarian. The architect of the Poseyville Carnegie Public Library was Clifford Shotwell, Evansville. The contractor was Cook and Griesbacher, Evansville. The style of the Poseyville Library is Neoclassical Revival. More information about the Poseyville Library and Carnegie Libraries can be found in the following books: Temples of Knowledge, Andrew Carnegie's Gift to Indiana, by Alan McPherson, 2003. Carnegie Libraries Across America, A Public Legacy, by Theodore Jones, 1997.